So from a long-term perspective, um, let's see what I have here. So wow, sometimes my computer really takes a long time to load, but yeah, I mean I'm looking again from a macro perspective, right? I'm still looking at these potential head and shoulders here. uh, Basically the right now, that the neckline of the head and shoulders from this seems to be holding fine. So as long as that neckline holds, I'm still targeting at least 550 for Ripple. Of course, it's going through some legal trouble and all of that, right? We'll have to like see what happens. But as it stands right now, from a long-term perspective, I'm seeing a potential bullish outlook for XRP. Now, when I look at the lower time frames, such as the daily chart, right? It seems to me that it's kind of like developing an ascending triangle. Of course, I only have like two touches on the downside, which I need at least a third one to actually kind of like confirm this pattern. I got a buy signal by the TD sequential indicator right at a critical area of support, which kind of like at least tells me that it's definitely gonna go to that $1 area of resistance. But if it manages to break at a certain point out of that area of resistance, I think that this descending trend line right here could play a vital role for XRP, right? It may potentially reject it, right? And then the XRP army will be praying for that 78 cents support level to hold, right? And if that holds and we finally break above this resistance trend line, then the long-term bullish outlook will be getting closer to getting validated. But right now, from a shorter term perspective, kind of like the same as Sheldon, right? Look at that 78 cents level of support. Like, I cannot stress this enough. It's super important for XRP to hold about this, right? For it to stay bullish. Breaking below this support level, for me at least, it will kind of like throw it down to 61 cents. And if that area of support kind of like fails to hold, then we have a massive demand cluster right here between 61 and 44 cents. So that could be the next potential target. But right now, I do see a potential upswing all the way to $1. Yeah, maybe on the lower time perspective with cash we'll discuss later, we could have a downswing to what is this, to 84 cents before finally we test that $1 level. But yeah, that's pretty
Uh,
much yeah, go ahead, Sheldon.
no, I was just gonna, sorry to interrupt. I was just gonna add, Ali, that if you take the anchored VWAP from the December 29th, 2020 low, it comes in at 74 cents. So it's in between the head and shoulders
Yeah, I see.
neckline and the 200-day simple moving average. So that only adds to the support
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's basically we can call this a demand zone, right? Kind of like between that high right there and this low right here, right? So it can extend between 79 and 74 per se. Is that right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I would say, well, the 200 days at
Okay.
72.3. So I would add that in there. So
Yeah, exactly. Good point right there. So yeah, there's definitely a demand zone right here that you will need to pay attention to. Just like everything got consumed right on this low, something like that could happen as well. But you don't. I mean, you're basically, if you're long XRP, you're praying for the 200-day moving average to hold, and also the neckline of the head and shoulders, right? So all of this area must hold. Failing to do that, right, will immediately throw it back to 61 and potentially 44 cents. Of course, I'm seeing also the setup trend line by the TD at 52, but of course this is all a massive area of basically support right here. But as of for now, again, I'm potentially seeing an upswing to $1, then continue consolidating with this ascending triangle, and potentially have a breakout to the upside to kind of like target this descending trend line right here around 137, 138 per se. What about also from, I'm sorry about this, but also from an on-chain perspective, the network growth is not rising, so that's leaning a little bit bearish. The NVRV 30D shows that XRP is currently in the opportunity zone, which is positive for the bulls. Those addresses holding between 100,000 to infinity XRP, they have been buying since May 22nd, which is it helps the bullish narrative, but again, everything will depend on, once again, support and resistance, right? Uh, Paying close attention to the 78 cents to kind of like 72 cents support level is crucial for XRP to hold in order to continue, making higher highs.